What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and we're back with some more Pirate Rumble action. And in today's video, we're finally going to go ahead and have a look at versus AKAINU and see how he performs on the quick driven team in Pirate Rumble today. So this is the team that we have going on right now. Now, I'm still trying to work out what I want to do for this team. I know for sure I want Bellamy on the front lines. He's a very useful unit to have at the start of a match to help, reduce enemy health and also to reduce their defense and stuff like that. And I definitely want Kaido, I want AKAINU, and I want Queen. Now, having Cruzan on the front line, not really too sure if he's going to be staying there yet. On the bench, you can see we also have got Ivankov. Now, my whole theory is that, if one of our characters goes down, Ivankov comes up, has a great passive that can buff our quick units, and can also just help mitigate some of the damage that the enemy may be doing to us. Also on the bench, we've got Whitebeard, who's another really powerful quick unit that can come on, do a lot of damage towards the enemy. And then we've got Sobermask as well. So if the timer does get quite low, Sobermask can come in and do some amazing wave clearing by himself. So I don't really know how I want to structure this at the moment, and I'm still trying to find out what I think is the most optimal team out there, but we're going to see how this one performs today. Now, versus AKAINU, for those of you who don't know what he does in Pirate Rumble, has a really good passive that will go ahead and give your quick units level 5 attack and level 3 defense. That's a great passive already. And then he says for the first 20 seconds he gives himself level 5 CT up and level 5 attack up addition. So that's great. So he himself for the first 20 seconds is really fast, and he does a lot of damage. And his special on a 25 CT, 2 times attack in a large range, he targets strength characters specifically for an additional 1.5 times damage, and for the first 40 seconds, if his special has been launched, he does a 30% health cut to all enemies as well. Now, unfortunately, it does the health cut after the first hit of damage, so if it is launched in the first 40 seconds, it does damage, then health cut. But still, in a lot of cases, you're definitely getting his special to launch within the first 40 seconds, which is great. Very good against very tanky enemies. So I'm very interested to see how this team goes and performs today. I personally haven't really played around too much with Pirate Rumble at the moment. I've still been going ahead and using the side team, but let's see how we go today. Let's get some matches in. I'm really excited for this one. Alright, so the first team that we're going up against is going to be against a slasher team. Now, it's a full slasher team we got going on here. We got a full team, even on the bench. The bench has some scary stuff. We've got Otama for heals, which can be annoying. There's Whitebeard, there's Sobermask. You'll see a theme with a lot of teams these days that have Whitebeard and Sobermask on the bench. They are amazing bench units. Otama can be a little bit difficult, especially if she comes on, starts healing up, because the thing about the slasher team, or the one that we're about to face, is that they have Shanks' crew and they've got Doflamingo, both of which are defensive based units that can definitely cause a lot of issues for us. Now, on this team here, like the previous quick team that you guys would have seen on the channel, I was actually using what's her face, Ivankov. Sorry, I was using Ivankov on the front lines to help reduce the enemy's attack. And the slasher team, in terms of damage, can do some really good stuff. So I'm wondering, without having Ivankov on the front line, is that really going to hurt us as much as what it would normally? Because having Ivankov on the front line really reduced so much damage that the team would typically do here. Unfortunately, AKAINU just missed his launch off point, but Dofi's going to be attacking here. We might be able to get Kaido to launch his special. I think we might just miss it. We just missed it. That's so frustrating, and that happens a lot with this team, I've noticed. So I don't know if it's a speed problem. I don't know. I haven't really figured that one out yet, but we can see that, Bellamy's already down, so we're going to have Ivankov come in and take his place, which is honestly fine. We've got Queen coming in, which does a lot of damage as well, but of course they are relatively tanky. They've got really good defense and really good health. Ivankov coming in, which is really good for buffing our team. Here we go with AKAINU going ahead and only targeting 2 characters, man. That's so unfortunate, because he does attack in a large range, but that's so frustrating, the only attack in that range there. We do have both Aokiji and Kaido ready to go, so let's see. Can Aokiji target Otama? It doesn't kill, but we get the special bind on Shanks, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, he does completely resist that. Otama coming in with some heals. This is looking kind of sketchy right now. We do have Kaido ready to launch. Please target a lot of them. He does do a lot of damage. He does do some paralysis. It only does hit the Kizaru for the paralysis, unfortunately. And we're about to get hit with another wave of specials. Honestly, this is looking kind of bad right now. I'm not really too sure how we're going to come out with the W this time. This is looking kind of scary. Cruzan going down. Whitebeard's going to come in to replace him, which is nice, because he will give us a really good amount of damage output. But I am scared that even though if we do take down some of the enemies here, they've got a really good amount of stuff coming in on the bench. They've got Whitebeard and they have Sobermask still chilling there. The timer is going slowing down quite a lot. So when Sobermask does come in, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. So we do have Queen ready for another special. Hopefully we get some good wave here. Wave damage. Oh, we do kill the Kizaru. Finally killing the Kizaru. Health cut coming in from Shanks, which does buff the defense. Timer is running very, very low right now. So Sobermask is looking ultra scary. Finally, Ivankov coming in with attack reduction. And for somehow, Roger is still surviving. Is he going to die there? Okay, Roger did die from the normal attack of AKAINU. Our Whitebeard's coming in now with the damage output, which is good. Amazing damage there, dude. That's so good. And Kaido's going to come in and probably finish him off. And there it is. So, it was a little sketchy, I will admit. You know, the slashers do a lot of damage. And in terms of the defense, that was a more defensive-based slasher team that I haven't really come across too often. And typically, if you see a slasher team that has like 6 characters, or 6 or more characters, you probably would be avoiding a team like that. So, for this team to be killing those types of teams that you would typically be avoiding is pretty good. And obviously, if you've got the full Psy team with like Toy Soldier and Danelle, these types of teams are definitely a lot easier to deal with because you debuff slashers by such a significant margin. But still, really awesome to see, you know, the more powerful quick team go up against a modern defensive slasher team and get the job done. Alright, now have a look at this team right here. Now, I just look at the combat power, 70,000 combat power. It is an 8-man team of basically running a side team with those typical bench units that you would normally see, but you can also see that Kaido is there as well. So this is going to be a really tough team. This could be a little bit challenging. Having Ivankov on the bench, I feel like having Ivankov on the main line probably would be a little bit more useful against a team like this. Running Ivankov is just inherently a really risky thing, because if you're up against an ultra defensive team, Ivankov is not really a character you want to be having. But running Ivankov on a more offensively based team, like one that you'd be seeing here, is actually really good. So I wonder how we're going to perform this time around. In terms of CT, they do not have any CT reduction, whereas, you know, AKAINU gives himself CT reduction. That is really nice to have. We don't have Tazora on this team. The previous video that you guys would have seen with my quick team, I did actually have Tazora on it, which would give us, I think it's like level 5 CT reduction, like, and it's active all the time whilst he's on the field, which is good. Defense reduction already coming in, which is really nice to see. And then whenever AKAINU is able to launch, we're going to be getting a health cut, we're going to do some damage, so we just need that to come in. Our Kaido's already launching, yo! Good damage coming through already. I mean, it could have been a little bit more, but again, they are relatively defensive. We have the Rebecca and the Toy Soldier, which does reduce our defense, so this is going to be scary, but we do get the damage, we do get the health cut. It actually goes ahead and kills the Kaido! Wow, that was surprising. I was not expecting to kill Kaido that quickly. That's really useful for us because he's typically the big baddie. He's the one that does the most damage, and I'm really happy we got rid of him as soon as we did. That is good. But in terms of our defenses, we're looking really grim right now. We're looking good in the health department, but definitely not in defenses. Kuzan coming in, which does go ahead and actually take out the opposing Kuzan. Queen's going to do a lot of damage here as well, which is nice to see. Boom, taking out the Rebecca and Toy Soldier. But Whitebeard and Kaku are coming in from the bench. So all of the enemies characters are on the field right now, and they're coming in, giving them more defense there. And then we got Whitebeard. This is going to hurt. Oh, luckily it only attacked Queen. I think it might have hit AKAINU as well, but, you know, Queen being hit with the special bind does kind of suck, but AKAINU at least will be able to launch whenever he comes back, which is good. Kaku, it typically does a lot of damage too. Ivankov somehow survived that to get his special off to go once again, and actually did get a KO against Roger. Wow, okay. So Kogara and Nolan, who are they going to attack? They're going to attack Kaido. He does tank the hit, so when Kaido comes back, we will be able to launch the special again. Here he is! Boom! Good damage. Amazing damage. And because Kaku is a strength unit, he gets additional damage, and Kaido should get the KO. Oh, no. NL just barely surviving, but no matter what, we get the W here, so that's not a problem at all. So AKAINU and Kaido, the combination of these two characters together make the quick-driven team so ridiculously strong, man. So ridiculously good. Oh, man. You know, actually, just thinking about it, we could potentially put a character like V1 Dofi on the team instead of Kuzan, because he's really good defensively for the quick team. Because a lot of them are driven. So that is technically something that could work. But again, I'm going to be working on a team like this progressively throughout the weeks, and as things change, I might make additional videos and showcases along the way. But let's get into one more match for this video today. Alright, so the final team in this video, we are going to see how we can perform against a mirror match. Now, what I have actually done, you guys may have seen it, but I have changed the order of my characters. I have put Ivankov back on the team here because I am very worried about the opposing Kaido and the opposing AKAINU. So my theory is that I want to go ahead and try and reduce their attack as much as possible before they deal damage to us. On the bench, though, you do see Queen and Whitebeard, which also could be a little bit difficult to deal with. But let's see how we perform, man. I'm very interested to see how this mirror match is going to go. Now, as we've already established here, that the enemy has Tesoro, which can be also kind of an annoyance because it will give the enemy some CT reduction, which means that they typically should be launching their specials a little bit faster than us, which is honestly extremely scary to be thinking about. What I really hope, though, is that we get a little bit of luck and that our characters will be able to launch their specials before the opposing team, but we'll see how we are able to go today. Unfortunately, we do miss a couple of those, like our characters just attacked as their CT was about to be ready to go, so that's a little unfortunate. Enemy Akainu already coming in. That is not what you want to see. So here we go with the Bellamy, which does reduce the defense. It does a little bit of a health cut, and then their one is going to be doing that to us, but we're already at such a huge disadvantage. Our Kaido just missed the chance to use his special. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, dude, we just missed out. It was so close. Oh, okay. Kuzan's coming in, which gives us some really good stats. And now here's our specials. Wait, where are you, Queen? Are you serious? Are you serious? How unlucky could we get? Oh my god. Oh, we do get the KO against Bellamy, but enemy Whitebeard coming in. Kuzan, unfortunately, doesn't have his special ready to go. At least Ivankov's going to reduce their attack a little bit, but I mean, like, all of our characters are at such low HP that there's really not much that we can do at this point. I mean, our Kaido is about to launch. We hope that we can get some good luck with this Kaido special here. It does do some good damage, takes out their Akainu, which is nice to see. How long is their, okay, their Kaido's not going to launch just yet. Our Akainu just missing out as well. Their Tesoro is going to do a little bit to us, but, you know, they do get some defense from that as well. I'm really upset that our Queen just absolutely whiffed. That's a huge problem, and what's their Queen going to do? Target. Oh, actually, it targets both of those characters, but they still survive. This is going to definitely kill those guys, though, unfortunately. Our Whitebeard and Sobermask are going to come in here, which is nice to see. So hopefully Whitebeard gets some good luck with his KOs, but honestly, because of how unlucky we just got then, like, that's... Oh, man, that really sucks. At least Sobermask is coming in doing some damage. It does actually take out the Kaido, which is pretty awesome to see. So we do have the Kuzan special. How much is he going to do? Does he special bind the Whitebeard, or does he resist it? It looks like he resists it, which is a little unfortunate for us. We got Ivankov, which is somehow still surviving, still reducing the attack. This is pretty surprising, but unfortunately, you got Queen who's special binded. That really sucks. Our Whitebeard, come on, we need the good luck right here. Let's go, dude. I think we're going to get the W. It's really close. Sobermask does get the final hit. So even though we had a little bit of unlucky things happen during that fight, we did still get the win, dude. This is a pretty impressive team, and as I said, as things go on and as characters change throughout the team, I want to kind of keep reporting back on this team just to see how it kind of performs as things change and as units release. I know that the next big character that a lot of people are very much looking forward to is the PvP rare recruit Shiryu. I'm not really 100% sure as to when he's supposed to be releasing. I think he actually might be the next big Pirate Rumble rare recruit character to release, and I definitely want to get my hands on him because he makes this team even better than what it already is. So there we go, guys. That's the rundown of the quick / driven base team that we have for you guys today. Really hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you guys have these applicable units, you know, these units are just insane together. So if you have them, I'd probably advise building a team around it. I mean, defensively, they're going to be pretty strong too. They're going to beat out a lot of really crazy opposing teams. But that is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, then make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.